it's no different from everything that you're doing in your life. If you are great at your job, but on social media you're a jerk, people are gonna think about that when they go to work with you the next day. They're gonna see I'm working with Two Face. They're cool at the job. They're dead at home. Like I know this info because they're putting it out there publicly. He might not be a saint. I have no idea. I'm not even. I really don't care to know. All I know is what he shows to the public figure because that goes to his personal brand. So I don't know if this is the okay. One thing I do have in one of these slides is basically people work with who they like and who they trust. He's made it easy for people to like him based off what he's done. So now, let's say, oh, that's cool, but I don't know my brand. I don't know how to build my brand. I don't know how to take advantage of my skills like LeBron took advantage of his. That's okay. That's what we're here for. We're going to help you understand your brand a little bit or rediscover who you are. First and foremost, you need to define two things. What is your purpose and what are your values? In short, basically, know what you stand for. So, what is your purpose? For me, I'll give an example for me because I think it makes my life a lot easier to explain this. I, similar to LeBron, came from the hood, didn't have a father, raised with a single mom, low income area. I had a lot going against me, but the one thing I had going for me was my mother was an awesome woman. She was very kind, very patient, and she told me everything she basically didn't want me to do to fall down the wrong path. She helped me get education. She pushed me to go harder in my schooling, move out to go to college, eventually started a business, working corporate, got married. A lot of that is attributed to what my mom put into me. Because of that, that taught me that it doesn't matter where you come from or what your situation is. Just someone investing in you is all you sometimes really need to know that you can do more, that you're capable for more. So for me, my purpose is to pass that on to the next person. Each one reach one, basically. Everything that my mother gave me, I want to give to other people. That is what drives me. That's a part of the purpose. I know what she would have needed to make her life easier. She had a husband that was there, and if I had a father that supported me and helped me, it would have made her life easier. I see that she didn't have that, so now that's why I do what I do for my wife, and now that's why I do what I do for my daughter. My purpose is to give what my mom gave me and take it to the next level and then just continue to pass that on, show other people. Those are a part of my values, is to make sure that I'm consistent and I'm there. That lets me know what I stand for. So it's easier for me to say no to things that go against my purpose or my values. If it's not inspiring or helping other people, I don't want to do it. If it's not teaching other people to get better, I'm not interested. If it's anything that I feel like will make me sell my soul or go down the wrong path, I'm good. I'm actually happier over here. That helps me define my purpose and my values. What makes it really easy for me to know who my target audience is. Everyone on this call is my target audience because every single person on this call just said, hey, I actually want to develop myself. I'll take the time to learn what I can learn and take those skills and make it better. All right, that's my target audience. It doesn't matter who that individual is. I know it could be someone who is 10 years old to someone who is 80, as long as they're willing to say, I'm willing to listen and I'm willing to learn. That's my target audience. One thing you need to know is you can't help everyone. You can't be everything to everybody. You might want to help some people, they might not be your target audience. Just go back and look at what your purpose and values are. If they don't align with your target audience mentality at the moment, that's okay. It may in the future, it just isn't right now. That's all right. That's not your problem. Your problem is building your own personal brand and then making sure that you're living out your purpose to the people that you need to reach. Now that you know that, okay, I know what I want to do. I know who I want to help. Now, how am I going to do that basically? What do I do? Why does it matter? For me, I'm a gamer too. I been gaming since I was 6 years old. I really enjoy um, teaching. When I was at Georgia State University, I was a undergraduate unofficial teaching assistant for the math department. That was a lot of fun for me. And when I was working at VMware, I love managing people. Manage people all over the world, from the Western world to the Eastern world. I got a lot of experience managing people. And the thing that I love the most is seeing people develop. Remember, we know my purpose. Now I'm saying, how can I take my hobbies, kind of like what I was saying about Oak? How can I take my hobbies and my skills and then combine it to what my purpose is? I know what I'm going to do. I want to teach the game. And for me, it was teaching the game of business or teaching the game of life. However it is I do that, I know exactly what it is my personal positioning is. When they go to my LinkedIn, they see Tariq Ali Kane. Right under it, they see founder, teaching the game. Or maybe it says teaching the game of business. I can't remember. I done changed it so many times. Well, one of the two. All right, that is my personal positioning statement. Now, people are probably curious. Okay, well, how does he do that? That is why I am talking a little bit more about my journey, talking a little bit more about how I got to where it is that I've gotten to, and that is encouraging the audience more and more to look at what I have to offer. All right, so now they're really curious. Why is this person teaching the game? Now that they know him, now that they know this person, why am I interested in following and listening? And now that they connect with me or connect with that person, they are staying because it is a niche that they feel like, okay, I can learn from this person. You need to have a niche. Like I said, you can't do everything to everyone. You also can't do every single thing in the world. For me, it's easier for me to narrow my professional skill set down to two things, because I've done a lot. I've done marketing, I've done operations, I've done project management. I Let's take it way back. I worked at Checkers, I worked at Foot Locker, I worked at Macy's. I've worked in tutoring hall. I've done it all. I worked at Sylvan Learning Center. I've done a lot of different things. Okay, I've dabbled in a lot of different hobbies. I know that I'm good at a lot of things. I know I'm not so good at some things. I'm good at a lot of things, but that's not going to help me elevate pitch play. That's not going to help me elevate my brand. What's going to help me elevate my brand is picking one or two key elements that I can dominate in. And for me, it is coaching and consulting. They're they're similar but different, but those are the niches that I have. If I can teach you the game of business, elevate you to a next level depending on the stage of the journey that you're at, or teach you the game of business and elevate your business to the next level depending on where your business is at, coaching or consulting, that's my niche. That's how I do it. That's how I build my brand. If there was an opportunity to consult for a consulting agency, they know they could reach out to me for that. If there is an opportunity to consult freelance, the client knows, oh, I can reach out to Tariq for that. If there's an opportunity to coach an entire organization, people understand. It's consistent. They know what it is that I do. They understand my personal brand. I've clarified my foundation. Now it makes it easy for me to promote myself to other people. So that is exactly what you need to start asking yourself in order to clarify your foundation, to apply for that next role, to look for that next opportunity, to build that next business, to volunteer for that next charity or whatever organization that you want to spend your time with. Understand your purpose and your values. That will help you identify your target audience. That will help you craft your personal positioning statement. What it is that you do and why you do it. That's helping you develop your story, and now just narrow it down to a niche and you will take off. Towards the end, I'll show you some examples of LinkedIn's that I thought was very specific to their niche and perfect example for how you should brand yourself in the future. A brand is a reputation built through consistent messaging and presence. If no one sees your brand, it can't fulfill its purpose. So your brand has a purpose. Okay, that's very important. Your brand builds your reputation. That reputation is what is going to allow people to say, okay, I want Roxanne on my team. I know her reputation. I know exactly what she brings to the table. I know she'll be good for our organization. I want Roxanne. That is what your brand is telling other people. If no one sees you, if let's say you're the best ever and no one sees you, let's say we never saw LeBron James play basketball, it doesn't matter. We're not interested. We don't care. A brand is a reputation built through consistent messaging and presence.